Welcome into the table. As you can see, I have some magazines here. These don't really have to do with what we're doing today, but I'm going to be cutting them up on my other channel that I have not started officially yet, where I'm going to do some ASMR, magazine ASMR, and that's what I'm going to do because I cut them up, harvest some magazine clippings, but then I'll bring the clippings over here to this channel and we'll get to check them out together, so that'll be real fun. You'll get to see what's inside these on those videos, and you can help me organize all my clippings, and then maybe we can make some collage art. Have you ever seen these Metropolis magazines? Pretty interesting. I actually got these from an architect, and he was retiring, and he gave me a whole bunch of these. He gave me some of these. He gave me like some contract and like some architectural design magazines. I think I filmed a video about it way back in the past, like a month ago, way back in the past. Time flies, but it was a while ago. So yeah, they're really cool magazines. Interesting. That's an interesting picture. It's too bad she's cut off to the side there, but there are some really cool ones. Look at that building right there. It's got a glass roof, but it looks like a Capitol type building. That's wild. Just some interesting stuff inside these magazines. They are all on the chopping block. These are clean. They're really clean, but look at that texture. You could do something cool with that. I saw, just passed something really cool. There's one that's real cool. Oh, there's another one that's really cool. Just weird random pictures. But I did already cut up some magazines, and I have some stuff like this, and I was going to try to incorporate it into some future collage art here in the future. Just really cool. I don't know what that is. Those are like carpet samples or something, rug samples. But you never know what you can create with those. This looks like a pair of glasses up here, but it's not. It's actually the light over the countertop. So that's really interesting. I don't know if you're into architectural design and stuff, but these are kind of like that. Really cool stuff. Interesting. That's why, I like them. Sorry, the noise there. It's like, they're brand new. I mean, they're pretty much new. Some of them he was writing inside of them and taking notes for like some of the stuff he designed. When I went and picked them up from him, he was at these apartment type. They're condos. Oh, look at that picture. That's crazy. I like that. Is that someone's bathroom? That would be wild if that was someone's bathroom. That'll wake you up in the morning, get you going, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what that is. I guess we're going to find out here in the future because I'm going to cut these out. Oh, I like these. Now we're getting into some cool stuff right here. Look at that. We're going back to the 80s. I love the 80s. You ever watch that show? I think it's called I Love the 80s. They had like the I Love the 90s. It was like VH1 or something. But I can't really find them on YouTube. I find it, but it's like so low quality, but they're so funny. I love the 80s Strikes Back or something like that. But yeah, I got these. They're pretty cool. They're pretty interesting. I've already cut up some in the past, so I know, and I already have some of the clippings already cut out, but those ones are going to get cut soon. I'm going to start working on that channel real soon in the future. I'm excited for it because they'll be real chill, relaxing videos. These are chill, relaxing videos. Those will be even more chill because I won't talk, so that'll be cool. Just put some lo-fi in the background. Today, we are going to be making a collage together. I asked you to come collage with me. Thank you for stopping by. I'm going to do something a little random and weird. 30s from a 30s magazine. They're old, they're weird, they're random. This one should be weird, it should be random. It's gonna be funny. I don't know what to think about it. I don't even know what's gonna happen. I just was going through it and the magazine was messed up, and you can see here that it's pretty rough, right? It was pretty rough, and so the magazine was falling apart. They were falling out of the binding, and a couple of these just fell in my lap, and I was like, okay, I guess that was meant to happen. So I threw them in this bag, which these bags are cool. I was talking about these bags before, but some lady gave me I gave her a couple bucks for them, like $5-10 or something for a box of them, and they're supposed to be from like the pharmacy at the Fred Meyer's Kroger, and you write on the back of like what's in them, but they work good for like magazine clippings, also for like little magazines. If it was like a Nat Geo or something, it would fit in here perfect. And that, I'll give the secret up, that's where these are from a 1936. I'm not sure the actual date. It was from the 30s. It's an old magazine. So found these clippings, just gonna make something weird and random. Oh, but I do want to do this. I still want to make the short time lapse, they're fun, give YouTube shorts something. I feel like the YouTube platform for the shorts, I feel like they're kind of slacking. I don't know, they ain't got their algorithm down yet, It feels like they'll show you a good thing and then maybe one more good thing that's related to your channel. And then all of a sudden we're off into some weird other land. And it's just like, that's not what I'm wanting to watch right now. So I don't know, it's kind of random. So I figured might as well put those out, just make them, because you never know whose page it'll land on. And then maybe they're interested in the stuff that we do over here. So it's pretty cool. They're pretty fun. They're very fast. So, you know, they're meant to be under a minute. They're meant to be fast. So if you can't stand the quick time lapse, sometimes I can't even stand it. It makes me dizzy. Oh, looks like I popped on the mic there. Hopefully that didn't sound bad. I can't hear myself. I just talk and then hope it comes out good. So we have this, we have this nature stuff, and I have these other pictures, and we'll just go through and cut them up together and then bring it together as a quick collage. I like to think of it as a quick collage. I don't like to think, let me push this before I do anything. Because, you know, I totally haven't started filming, you know, got halfway through my collage and realized I wasn't filming the time lapse. So there is a time lapse filming, and then I can put it into a YouTube video short. I will try to make that short tonight, because when I do these lives, I'd like to turn it around pretty fast. So I think if after I'm done with this, maybe if I can hurry up and try to edit that real quick and then put it up tonight so you can see it and you don't have to wait. The ones that I've been uploading on the page that I already filmed, I try to upload the short at the same time or around the same time. So then you can enjoy this long form video, and then you can go and enjoy the short and just see how that came together. It's just another perspective, and it's kind of cool to see that. With these, I was doing it the next day, but I'm trying to figure things out here. I'm trying to figure out how like scheduling will go. I'm trying to, you know, lock in my system here, get things locked in where it's like, where I can really like nail it down to understand when I'm gonna post and stuff like that. So I did lock in like my camera angles. I think I'm gonna stick with this closer angle, at least for the foreseeable future, you know, to keep this locked in. But I've also want to think about my, you know, posting schedule and stuff like that. So as of now, officially as of now, I will be posting every Thursday. I will post every Thursday. I'll make sure to get y'all a video every Thursday. But as you can see from my channel, I usually post like 4 or 5 videos a week. So it's kind of like, they're very random and sporadic, and it's, you know, it's a little tricky to get them up there. You know, when am I gonna do it? So I'm trying to like get in so I can really like set this up for the long term, and I can really be knocking these videos out frequently for y'all. So if you subscribe to the channel, I'd appreciate if you did that, and if you already have, I really thank you for that, because it's helping me grow and I appreciate it. So if you subscribe, you can count on me dropping a video every Thursday, and it'll come out in the morning time. Since I live on the West Coast, not sure if you live East Coast or, you know, Midwest or where, so I figure I drop it as early as I can in the morning, maybe like 6, so that'd be like 9 on the East Coast, you know, so that still gives all day for people to watch it. It seems like a good time for a new video to come up, but I definitely gonna probably put one up also on Mondays. Probably put one up on Mondays where it's like magazine hauls or reactions, and just trying to spread it out. That's easy for me. I can do that. It's not a problem. I'll give y'all a couple videos a week easily. Then I just think about like streaming. I think my creative juices just want to keep going, and then next thing you know, I have a pile of videos, and then they start getting old and stale, and that's what I worry about. Is then it's like, well, I don't want to post that. So I'll tell you a quick story. I used to work in music. I ran a recording studio a lot, and I'd record music for guys. And the thing is that when you let things get stale like that, you end up not liking it. Like I'd record their albums, and they would come in, and I would be helping them make their albums. And I just worked in, you know, recording studios, digital music and stuff like that. And I'd help people record their guitar riffs and all that stuff in their albums. But they would get so ahead of themselves, like stockpiling songs. By the time they got, you know, to their 20th song, their, you know, 30th song, they don't like the first 10 anymore, you know, and it's like the first 10, now those songs are going to go to waste, because now they're on another level. They've gotten better. They keep recording, and they're developing their style, and they're getting better, but they never released the first 10 songs because, you know, they got old to them. They played them out. They felt like it wasn't good enough. So the lesson is, when you get something, just put it out. Don't hold on to it too long, because it's going to get old to you, and you're going to like start like not liking it. And like I can see already on this page videos that I released, I'm like, ooh, I didn't like where that camera was at. my audio maybe wasn't the greatest, or the lighting was weird. And you know, it's always evolving and changing, and that's what we all should do anyway, is just always try to get better and do other stuff. But if I held those videos too long, then I'd be like, nope, I'm not releasing them because I've got it better, the lighting's better, the mic is better. And those old song or the old videos, or we can think of them as songs, as recording songs, is like you wouldn't want to release it because now you have better stuff, and maybe you're ashamed of those, or they give you the cringe or something. But it's just like, if you just release it at the time as fast as you can, then it's better than holding it, because if you hold it, it may go to waste. And that's just a lesson that I learned from like music and recording music, because I've seen so many guys waste so many albums of songs. I'm like, dude, that no one's gonna get to hear that album now, because you now have better stuff. And I would agree, your stuff is better, but you should have just released that music, because then maybe you would have built up a fan base in this time, and they would have gave them something to listen to. It's a little different these days with music, because you can just release a single or an EP pretty easily. So just something to think about, So I like to create stuff, and I want to keep creating a lot of stuff, but I don't want it to go stale either. And I don't want YouTube to think that I'm like some kind of weird spammer. I just like to create stuff a lot. So I don't know. We'll find the happy medium here. Anyway, let's get into some collaging. I asked you to come collage with me. I showed you some magazines. I was talking about, you know, recording studios of the past. We found these old clippings from a 30s magazine. Look at that. You can tell. Look at that picture. Not sure if you can see that picture, but looks like the Northwest there. Kind of looks like the Northwest. They're up in the lake or something. I'm not sure where these mountains are. But this is going to be the backdrop to this. And I may do something to the mountains here, but I'm not really sure. And you can see this magazine was roughed up. See that? We'll see that on a bunch of pieces. But maybe that brings to the vintageness. Vintage magazine collage. I don't really know what's about to happen. This is about to be weird. But we're gonna base it off of this. So cool. The time lapse has been recording this whole time. It's like, stop talking and get to the stuff right now. Where's the meat and potatoes? You want some meat? You want some potatoes? I found this crazy thing. I'm not gonna zoom in on it too much because it's a bunch of bodies in a statue. I'm not really sure what's happening. If you want to read this, you could like go back and pause it. you can go back into the archive and pause what this is all about. It's freaking me out, bro. I don't know. But so what I want to do with this is I want to keep these ladies. I want to try to keep these ladies, not these ladies, not this gentleman here. And I want to keep these statues. Statues are crazy. This thing is weird. This collage is going to be weird. It's not like my normal fashion-y ones that I like to do most. So let's go ahead. I'm going to bring this in and get to cutting on this so we can get this going. I don't want to chat your ear off forever. I'll start down here at this lady and get her going. I have no clue how this paper is going to react to my blade here. And I do have the thicker blade out. I don't know. I've been kind of liking it lately. I did not put a new blade on it, which I probably should have done. Because I'm going to be... Oh, I see a weird head here. I don't know if I should cut that. Yeah, that looks weird. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this lady out in the background. I probably should have put a new blade on it because I've been cutting bindings off of magazines. As you can see, those magazines from the beginning, I was cutting the whole bindings off and, you know, doing those ASMR type videos. So I'm cutting through magazines and I start putting super pressure on it. And it could really be dulling the blade. And then when you're going to go try to do some detail cuts, might not be the best thing to do, you know. Don't be like me, be better than me. You know the phrase. I'm just not claiming to be some art professional, so please keep that in mind. I'm just a guy who has fun and likes to create stuff. So, you know, this is just creative juice. Thought about getting... something like that going on. I'll talk about that in the future. I've been thinking about that, but really that's the concept of this kind of stuff, is just to get your creative juices flowing. See if you see something that you like or something that's just kind of random. Gives a place for us to chill and hang out as well. And so that's what's really cool about it. But get those creative juices flowing, you know, think of something different, and who knows. I could do lots of different stuff. I just don't all the time, and maybe it's because I feel like my time is limited, so it's like I want to do something that I could potentially maybe put on my wall or do something crazy, you know, or do something, put it in a frame or something. But if I want to get real, we can get crazy. You want crazy? I don't know. I love some of the abstract stuff that people make. It's just I don't do that very often. And I like seeing it. As you can see, I like subscribing to people. I like seeing other people's channels. I try to go and interact when I can. I don't have a ton of extra free time. Usually in the evenings, I'll go around and check out some people's pages and stuff if I have a chance, just because it's fun, and I like supporting people and seeing what they're creating. Another way to get creative, I guess. Another way to get some creative juices going and just stay creative, and this also be around and interact with those kind of people. Maybe that helps be creative as well. I saw a thing this morning. Ooh, the paper tried to pull on me right there. We have some old paper right here, so I gotta watch out. But I saw a thing this morning. It was talking about how the last borns, I don't know, I'm kind of a middle child, but they're saying that the last borns are, whoa, getting real weird right here, are like known to be more creative just because they had to build their identity. It was kind of a weird conversation about how, you know, when you're the firstborn, you don't have to compete for what identity you are. You can be, you know, you could be the good kid or the whatever type of kid you want to be, you know, the little bad kid or whatever it is. But once you start becoming a middle child or something else, then you got to start building your identity, you know, for it's not about how the parents treat you. It's about how you're trying to stand out to your parents. I'm actually in a second set of kids. So my mom had the two sets of kids. Wow, something's dragging here. I don't know, is it because I'm pulling like this? We'll see. It could be the blade's not that sharp, and it could be this old paper, but hopefully it don't mess it up. So there's an older set of kids that I didn't grow up with. They grew up in a different place. They grew up in Montana, and I did not. I grew up in Spokane, Washington. You may call it Spokane. It's actually called Spokane. It's actually, believe it or not, the second biggest city in Washington state. But most people don't know that. They probably think Tacoma or Olympia or even Vancouver, Washington. But Spokane, Washington is the second biggest city. It's just separated from everything. It's inland Washington, so eastern Washington, over by Idaho. You ever been to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho? Super awesome. You ever get a chance to go to Silverwood Theme Park? That's super awesome too. But me and my brothers, so then I was in the other set, the second set of kids. There was another set of kids, and I was the middle kid of the second set. But I kind of grew up like, you know, the last child in a way. I don't know. I guess my littlest brother was the only one younger than me, was very babied in a way. So I don't know how that worked. I just kind of landed in the middle, but my creativity definitely ran wild. So I don't know about that study, if that affects middle children as well, but something they're saying about people who are really creative are usually the last borns. What's the word for it? It's slipping my mind right now. I don't know. I'm trying to cut around these guys, and the paper was ripping on me here. So let's see if we can get around this guy's face here without doing any crazy ripping, and then we'll be done with these little statues here. Very strange statues, very strange. I don't know where this is, but it fell out of the magazine into my hands. It's like, use me. It was asking for it. So the binding was all messed up. The glue came off of the binding of it. Ooh, see, it's just, I don't know if it's the paper or this dull blade. Oh, there goes an ambulance. I don't know, I've been listening back to some of the videos, and when I talk, you probably hear that ambulance. It's pretty loud. It's right in front of my place right now. So, but in some of them, when I'm talking about the noise, I don't even hear it in the microphone. So I'm like, oh, maybe I don't need to talk about the noise that much, because people ain't hearing it that much. But that was a pretty loud ambulance there, so guess I'll mention it. This part here is where I have it connected. My idea is, we'll just kind of make it like that, and we'll see how it comes together. Try to do a little detail up there. Ooh, you could see just a little bit where it ripped. Let's see what's happening here. I did cut out a little bit of the background and the shadow. What's up with your nose? And there's a little blue around the guy. There's some more blue, so it should be okay. So there's that. Interesting for sure. Uh, we'll see. Oh, excuse me. Let me move these scraps down. See what we lost over here. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Some weird stuff. Put that down there. Okay, so we have this. I don't know if I like that top piece where it's supposed to be like a head poking out, but you can't really see that. And then I have some blue right here. Is that gonna get affected? You know me. Here we go. Let's go and cut out some details when our blade's already ripping the paper. Ooh. This blade's been putting in some work. I should have changed it out. I did not think about that, but oh well. All right, we give it some bumpiness. We got some weirdness. Got some weirdness happening. I already showed you the background, so that's that. I'm not gonna do too much into this one. So this guy, he's the chief on the horse. We're gonna call him Geronimo. Funny story. I just tell stories all the time. These are true stories, okay? I'm actually related to Geronimo. I'm from the Mescalero Apache tribe from my dad's side. I'm gonna pull this in. Boom. We're gonna call him Geronimo. I don't know who it is. It fell out of this magazine. It doesn't really say. So it's a statue. I'll pull him in over here and start at the horse. I think I might cut the back of the horse off, but I just kind of wanted him to be charging in to this picture because I saw him. And it was all in this one magazine. It was a Nat Geo. It was an old one, you know, the ones without the pictures on the front cover from the 30s. And I just knew that I had to use it. And I was just like, yep, I'm going to put that in there. We're going to make something weird and crazy. What do I have coming up? Might as well talk about that. Since I'm doing a weird one here, or just weird one, whatever. We're just doing a whatever. It's just like grab some stuff. It fell out of the magazine at me. Next Thursday, I have a video already scheduled. Well, I don't think I've uploaded it yet. I need to upload it and actually schedule it to go. But next Thursday morning, I will have another collage challenge. It's a Reimagine magazine cover challenge. So it's another one of those where I took a magazine cover and tried to reimagine it to like elevate it, make it different, make it better. I don't know if it came out better. It was fun. I had a fun time making it, and that's what really matters to me is that I'm having a good time doing it. Ooh, don't like how it scratches the paper there. Blow that off. But now he's got a little whiteness on his head there. We'll call it a feather. We'll call that little white a feather there. But yeah, I have a Reimagine magazine cover challenge. I think that's kind of how I'm saying it, is that I'm taking magazine covers and I'm trying to reimagine them with some collage art so I can like incorporate different collage pieces. The thing that I'm realizing, I want to do more of that. That's something that I want to do. I feel like that's kind of like a cool little series or kind of challenges to do. Like, can we make this magazine cover better? The one that I picked was really plain. So it was like, this is plain. Like, I mean, I get it. You know, it's got her on the cover. It looks good. She looks good. The picture looks good. But, you know, it's pretty plain and basic, just with a bunch of text on it. And usually, you know, magazine covers, they got to tell you what the magazine's about. So that makes sense. But I like trying to maybe reimagine them is the new idea. So I did the one with the time cover and the lady with the birds, and I had a really good time doing that, and I liked it. This one's a little different, and it's a little tricky, you know, because all the text on there and stuff like that, which I'll talk about in the video. But I definitely have that video coming up this Thursday, so watch out for that. I like to tell everyone what's happening in the live streams and stuff so people know. If you watch these videos in the archive, you'll know too. So it just kind of gives you a feel for what's coming. I give away all my secrets. Here's another secret. On Monday, I will release another reaction video where I was reacting to some funny magazines. I'm not going to tell you what magazine. I'll give you some secrets. You just have to show up on Monday and watch that video where it's just like a reaction type video. But it's kind of like a magazine haul because I'm showing off the magazines, and I will not film a magazine haul for those, which I've noticed, I don't know, you know, the page is new and we'll just kind of see how things go. I noticed like my reaction video or my magazine haul videos ain't that popular. The reason why I wanted to make those videos in the first place was to show people the cool magazines that I have. I guess I'm not like fully channel, which is okay. You know, I kind of made them so people can see them, and I was kind of thinking they were more like for the long term anyway, of like, look, if you wanted to see some old vintage Rolling Stone magazines, you can come and see my magazine haul and check them out. And I felt like that's pretty, they'll always be there on YouTube so people can kind of see the covers of all those old magazines, and felt like it was kind of a way to preserve them in a way for people to go check out in the future, especially as we're losing print media, you know, and everything's coming digital. Even a lot of magazine publications are only releasing them digitally. Like every subscription, you can get the digital version of the of the magazine subscription. So it's going that way, and I still like the print, and I just want to keep that alive in some type of way. And that's kind of the point to these, is like, we're gonna upcycle. This magazine was gone. This magazine was about to go away for good. Like, it was falling apart. The dude that gave me this, I wasn't even there to get these, and he just tossed them off onto me like, oh, here's some more. He didn't even tell me. He was just like, there's a couple more in there, and he just wanted to get rid of them because, you know, if not, they're probably going to the recycling bin or the trash bin. And so him giving them to me, and then these pages falling out at me, were saving it, you know, saving it in a way. I see a lot of these Nat Geos around, and people are just really trying to give them away, get rid of them all the time. And so I can only imagine how many of these magazines just end up in the recycling bin. But some cool pictures, some cool stuff. These ones are really interesting, and so it's kind of like, let's make a funny, interesting piece of collage art out of it. And then kind of did that. I didn't throw the rest of the magazine away. I still have all the rest of it was falling apart. These ones just were falling out at me, and I looked at a few of them, and I was like, you know what, if I put this on top of this on top of this, we got a piece of collage art, and we could do a live stream. And so that's how it came to be. I think I might cut the back of the horse off when this comes to it. We got our chief. He's coming in. He's here for a reason. I'll tell you why the chief's here. In my mind, you know, we make up these stories in our mind of what the collage is about, but I'll tell you, the chief is very important. He's very important to this collage. There he is. We're going to call him Geronimo. I'm not sure if it's Geronimo or not, but he's here, and he's here to set the score straight. We'll tell you here in a minute. I don't know if that's the right way to say it. Okay, I have this bear. I have this little bear. He's a cute little bear, isn't he? He looks cute. Do not pet the bears. Do not feed the bears. Here's our background. Here's our backdrop. I was thinking I could probably get him in here. I don't know how weird it's going to look. If I cut around him here, leave the grass, and maybe look like he's peeking up, you know, then they would look like he's in the forefront and they're in the background. May go with our statue. I don't know. These pieces just fell out of the magazine. So you can see it was a rough magazine. So let's just see here. We're going to do that. Now that I'm sitting here, I wish I would turn that AC on. It wasn't hot earlier, but now it's getting hot. And of course I'm wearing this sweatshirt. Smart move, dude. Smart move. Okay, for the bear. Cut around here. Leave just this grass. I don't think I need this grass. So I'll start here. For the time-lapse camera, there it goes. And just kind of cut some of this grass. Doesn't really matter. A little rough. Blade's been acting a little funny, but that's all right. We'll fight through this pretty easily. I can feel it wanting to slip right there. What do I do about his fur? He's got some shaggy fur. I think you're getting a haircut, bear. I know you didn't ask for this, but you're getting it. Try to keep some of your fur looking. Don't want to mess up your ear. Cute little ear. Yeah, he's here. The bear's here for the nature. And the people are just out there walking. You'll see. I don't know. They just fell out of a magazine. Okay, let's keep it real. I'll make up a story. That's part of like creative juices, getting your creative juices flowing. Is like, just make up a story. That might be something that I try to do sometime, where it's like, let's all make up some stories, and then we'll build some collage art off of the stories that we make up, because that could really lead to making a collage really interesting, because the backstory, they don't always have to have backstories. Where was the top of the grass? We could see this part of the grass, but I wonder if I needed that top part of the grass. I forget where I was. No, I think he'd be okay here. We could try to like feather that grass in. Let's see what happens, and if it doesn't turn out well, then I'll just go ahead and cut it off. Something like this. Let's do some like weird grass cuts. It's fake grass. We'll just kind of see if it comes out looking like grass or like a trash piece of paper. Probably both, man. We'll see. It's collage. It's a 30s magazine. What do you want, man? Come on. Oh, it's kind of got to go down though. Right there. We kind of need to get it to like, that don't look good. Hey, we're trying, okay? We're trying things here. I think we're gonna end up cutting off some of that anyway, but yeah, that looks silly. I need to cut some of this off. How close is he? Yep. So I was thinking he'd be like just right down here. So I guess if I keep the grass silly looking like that, because our chief's gonna have to come into this. He's gonna have to come into play as well. So I think if we just cut it. Oh, don't cut that main piece now. There you go. He's just a little bear. Will he make it? I don't know. I don't care. We'll do it. It's just whatever happens. He's there. He's something. We're getting there. We are getting there. It's a quick collage. It's meant to be a quick collage on purpose. You know, we're just trying to have fun and make it real quick. So there's our bear. We got our statue. We have our chief. And we have our backdrop. I'm not sure how this is going to go. But here's where it gets weird. There's a problem happening. There's a big problem. Modern man and his society, he's poisoning the water. We're going to find out here in a second. Let's cut around him first. Let's go ahead and cut around him. I'm actually not sure how this is going to come into the top. I want it to be on the top, but I want it to be up above the water. And then how it comes in with the other people. We don't want to cover the people with it. We'll just kind of see. I think it's going to need to float above, which makes me wonder about like how the mountaintops are going to be. So are the mountaintops going to be the top of the paper, or do I keep it square at the top of the paper and this hand kind of pops in? Sometimes I like that. I like that dimension of like it's off the paper. And I've been enjoying that lately. Something. Okay, here's where I gotta make sure I don't slip around here. Sorry if I'm talking away from the mic because I'm kind of focusing downwards and the mic's pointing at my nostrils. I don't know why I got a podcast microphone for doing collage art. It's kind of a silly move, but you know, it works because it hooks right up to the computer. Let's try to get this drip. We need this drip. Don't mess up the drip. Don't mess up the drip. I have my scissors here just in case I have to come back around and make it clean. I could cut all this out with my scissors way better. I should, but when I'm using the quick collage videos or making the quick collage that's in the time lapse that's filming right now, it just looks better when it's a razor blade. Because you can kind of just see the razor like cutting on the table and the thing spinning around. So that's why I don't use the scissors in those videos or in these videos very often, because I still want the quick collage video to come out decent or looking with that same style. I don't know if it's even a style, I just do it. It's kind of fun, Okay, we got to get the vial, get this part of the vial. You know, in some of these, I kind of want you guys to like tell me what you think is going on. I just, in my mind, I was thinking something and then thinking that that's kind of silly and funny in this. Well, it's not silly and funny. It's serious. It has deep meaning. Don't tell me it's not deep. It's super deep. I totally didn't just have these fall in my lap. Oh, look at her at the swimming pool. Oh, they're having a good old time. We need to see the rest of that picture, don't we? Oh, what are they living that yacht life? Where are they at, on a cruise? What cruise is that? I don't know. Graceline or something down there. I'm not sure. There it is. Boom. Pretty cool. Okay. It's toxic. He's poisoning the water. How is this gonna work? He's supposed to be up here, but now you can't see it because this. So he has to be higher. Let me get the paper. Let me get the paper. Here's how it comes. We're gonna bring it all together right now. I don't have a lot to this. Where is it? Black. Back in black. Okay. Let's bring it all together right now. I don't need to string you along forever. Just gonna make a quick collage, and that's the idea. So here is our backdrop. Toxic. He's poisoning the land. You can't poison the land. The bear is like, why? But there's hidden meaning because there's some deeper stuff at play here with these people. And guess who needs to save the day? The chief needs to come and save the land. This is not how our land is supposed to be used for your toxic dumping. Let's put them over here. These people in the dimensions are kind of making it look weird because these people are too big. I was thinking of cutting this out and putting this coming out of the water. Maybe that's the theme. And I was thinking of cutting the chief off here as well, but I think since we got the hand coming off the side, we might as well keep it like that. Should we put them over here, and now that statue's off to the side as well? I don't like you poisoning the water. What are you putting in there? You say it's good for our teeth. I don't care. If I wanted it on my teeth, I would drink it myself. I don't want you putting it in there for me. What do you think's in it? I don't know what's in it. It's toxic. It's toxic. Maybe it's just like modern day industrial man coming through, and they're plotting, surveying the land, and building these weird monuments to some weird people that, you know, have nothing to do with our land. But the chief is here to save it, and he's got his bear backed up. You better watch out. You come around that corner, the bear will get you. I don't know how I found these statues, but when I saw this weird statue, I was like, oh, I gotta put this in here. I think it would be funny if I kind of cut it out and made it come out of the water, and that's where he was pulling the water from. He's dumping that into the water. Not cool, bro. Not cool. What are these, the Alps or something? Not really sure, but oh, it kind of goes with the mountains and the hills right there. But yeah, I just thought it was funny because these all fell out of the magazine. Here, a couple more fell out of the magazine. We saw the back of that one. So that was the back of the hand there. These just fell out because the binding and the glue was coming off. So I was thinking maybe you could use these ones. I really like this one with the boats and the ladies with their like Cokes and hot dogs. Getting some hot dogs there on the boat. What's that, Titanic? Nope, that's Queen Elizabeth, that boat right there. That's crazy. And then I had the donkey. I was going to use the donkey too. I was thinking about using the donkey, but he didn't really fit with my concept of like the bear and the chief coming because to protect the land. While they're building some weird monuments here on the land. And then you got some more people hiking in nature. Kind of looks like the Northwest, but I feel like it's from a different country or something. It's got a bridge up there. There's a big bridge up there. If you know where any of this is, you can comment it in the comments section. I don't know. It's just a fun one. Just a quick little collage. I may mess with it a little bit. I'm going to film a little video, a little end of the video with the camera just so I can add it to the quick collage and then turn it into a quick collage video. I'll actually turn around and knock that out and probably just upload it here in like an hour or something, as fast as I can turn everything around, wrap up all my stuff, turn that AC on because it's getting a little hot in here, but just trying to do that. Watch out for a new video for sure on Thursdays. I'm going to be putting out new videos on Thursdays. I have the Reimagine magazine cover challenge that's coming up on Thursday. I'm putting out a new video. It'll be Thursday morning, and then I'll have another video on Monday morning for sure. I already have that reaction video ready to go. I just got to upload them. That's the hardest process about making content. You got to upload it. You got to write the hashtags or whatever, you know, do the covers and stuff, but you know, getting them on there is just kind of funny. So anyway, this was a funny one. I found these. They fell out of the magazine on me. There was 1930s magazine. Figured might as well use it. It was getting all roughed up and just make something weird out of it. It's kind of strange. If you have an idea of what this means, then you could do it. I kind of think the chief is like not liking what people are doing to the land these days, and then they're building these weird monuments to some reason. I have no clue who this is to or why this is something, but I don't know if these ladies match because the dimension is a little off. So maybe I cut this off and have it come out of the water. It'd be extra weird right there. Let's see if that would be would that still make it weird, or then I move the bear over here and then have that coming out, and then you got the chief up there. Now you can, he's exposed. You've exposed his platform. I think we could have this coming out of the water right there. You want to do that real quick? Let's do that real quick. I don't know. I thought this would be cool, but let's see. We'll just cut this off. We saw it. We saw what it was. It's something. I'll just go ahead and let's see. I'll do it right around their heads here. And now we can, I don't even know if I need to cut the back of that because the way I made it wavy. Like it may look like it's already coming out. Let's stick it. Let's do it anyway. We're gonna say from about here to there. Do a little wave in it. It's weird. Oh, don't put that on the table. It's loud. There we go. It's coming out of the water. Why is it coming out of the water? I don't know. Something that they put in the water. I don't like the flavor. I don't like the taste. It's strange to me. I don't know if we need these strange fellows, but I think they're a little weird over there too. Anyway, just a quick collage. just a quick collage. Having fun. Hopefully it gave you some creative juice to go and make something creative and weird. And guess what? Who cares? It doesn't even matter. Just make whatever you want because it's just fun. It's not like, this isn't the Mona Lisa here. This isn't like this. What is this? Delphic Civil here that I have to the side, that Michelangelo piece. You know, he probably painted that forever on the, Sistine Chapel or wherever that was. So this is not that. These are old magazine scraps that were just falling out onto the ground. So we just cut them up. It's kind of weird, kind of funny, kind of interesting though. I like it. It's just interesting and had fun doing it. Hope y'all had fun hanging out. We're going to hang out a bunch more in the future. I have a bunch more videos that I want to do. I'm going to go live all the time. I just trying to make sure YouTube don't get all crazy with me and start thinking I'm some kind of weird spam bot or something, because I start over posting and then they start getting mad at me. So kind of just going with the flow, 555, Anyway, hope you had a good time hanging out. Look forward for those videos this week. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I really, 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 really appreciate it. And I'll catch you in the next one.